So guys, as we have discussed class and objects, now in this video we are going to learn some class variables and class methods. So first of all, we will define a class. For defining a class, we will use the keyword class, and let's say we are having a class named student. So this is our class student, and in this class we are having init method, init constructor. So let's create, so let's say if we are having student class, then a student must have some roll number, you can say name, and his marks. So let's say we are having three subjects for a student. So let's create three marks variables. So now we have created three marks variable, and let's store them in a variable. So let's say this M1, M2, and M3. So now we have created three variables. So these variables that are associated with instance, or you can say object, are called instance variable. So these variables are called instance variable. Those are associated with uh, object or an instance, and we will use them for performing some operations uh, on a, you can say, a instance method. So here we are creating instance method. So now the instance method is, you can say, average of these marks. So let's say average is self dot m1, self dot m2, and self dot m3. Self dot m3. And we will calculate this by dividing 3. So this is our average method, and now let's say we are creating an object of class student, and this is the object of class student. And how can we call the average function, average method? Just a dot average, and let's print this. So now it is saying in it missing three required positional arguments. Yes, we need to pass three marks, let's say 12, 12, and 45. So now print this. So here it is saying 34 is our average. So this is how we can create. This is an instance method because it is associated with a object or an instance, and we are using instance variable in this method. So this is a instance method. So there are two types of instance methods. One is accessors and other one is mutators. You can say if you want to access some instance variables, you can use instance accessor methods for fetching the fetching or accessing the value of instance variables. So now let's create an instance variable instance method that is get m1. So we want to fetch the value of m1. How can we do this? We can directly do this by using a print statement, and you can say a dot m1. You can just print this by using this, but we are understanding what is a accessor function, or you can say accessor method. So now we are creating accessor method. So now we have created an accessor method, and if you want to fetch, so it will return. So now we are using return because it will return value of this m1. So let's return self dot m1. So now this is a accessor method, and let's run this accessor. Let's call this accessor method and run this. So here it is returning a value. So now we need to use print for printing the value of m1. So let's print this, and it is saying 12. Yes, we are having 12 for m1. So now we will understand what is a mutator method. So mutator methods are the methods used to change the value of a instance variable, to set the value for instance variable. So let's create set m1, and can say self, and we need to pass the value for m1 that we are changing from the assigned value. So let's say self dot m1 equals to val. So this function will not return any value. It will just, when we will call this function, so let's call, let's say print a dot get m1, and then let's say a dot set m1. We are having 12, but we are now changing it to 50. So let's run this, and now you can say we are having 12, and then we have changed the value for uh, for m1 to 50, and if we are getting the value, then we are having 50 and the answer. So these are two methods. First is getter method, and the other one is setter method. Because first is fetching the value, this is called getter methods. That's why it is accessors, because it accesses the values. And the second one changes the value of an instance variable, that's why it is called mutators, or you can say setter method, because set the value. So as we have discussed instance methods, now we are discussing class methods. So first of all, we need to understand what is a class variable. So you can say a class variable is a static variable also. In Python, we are having a class variable and static variable as same. So those variables are same. So how can we define a class variable? So now we are having student class. So we can say a student belongs to some school or college. You can say, let's say our school name, we are saying it is Coders. So school name is Coders. So now we need to create a class method for accessing this, for printing the school name. So let's say get school name. So now we are creating get school function. And so if we are creating a class method, we don't need to write self, we need to write CLS. So this is fixed, you cannot change the name of CLS, it is CLS only. So in this we are gonna print CLS dot get CLS dot school. So now if you want to call this get school function, you need to write the class name, that is a student in this case. So we need to write student, and then dot, and then we need to write the get school function. So let's run this, and it is saying get school missing one positional argument, that is CLS. We have not done with a dot. You can say we have created an object function like get m1, and we just write this. We did not pass any argument in this, so we don't want to pass any argument in this, as CLS is a CLS is class variable. You can say CLS is for class methods. Now we are using here a special, you can say keyword, that is a class decorator. So class decorator is something we will we will talk later about it. For time being, just understand this. This is a decorator we use to create class methods. So now this is a class method, and if we run this, so now it is printing the class school name for this. for us. So now it is a class method. So class methods only work with class variables, or you can say static variables. So this is class variable or static variable, and it class method works only with static variables or class variables. Now we are creating a static method. So static methods are those methods, they don't know about objects, they don't work with class variables, they are just a method work with a class. They don't know about class variables and they don't know about the instance variables. So how can we create a static method? Let's say class, and you can say uh, info. So we need to just have an info about this class. So let's say print, this is a coders class. So if you want to call this function, just write student class dot info, and here we need to use a decorator, that is static method. So let's run this, and this is a coders class, it is printing the, this is a coder class, this is static methods. And you can just create another static method. Let's say if you want to if you want to find factorial, you can say you want to find factorial. So it does not matter that uh, whatever the instance is, whatever the class variable we have, we just want to find the factorial. So how can we find? Just write the code for finding factorial for I in range, and just say starting from the number, so we need to pass number here for finding factorial, starting from number 1 and let's say -1. So and say f for storing the factorial, let's say f into 1 I. So now we need to write f equals to 1, starting from 1, let's say print f. So this is how we can work with the static method, and let's say here it is a static method. And now we will call info, we will call factorial as we have changed the name. And let's say find for 5, and let's run this, and num is not defined, it is saying okay, we are writing class fact, we need to write def, it is a function. So now we are having output 120. So static methods don't know about the class variable, so it doesn't work with the class variable, it works uh, without the it does not need to work with this class variable, it does not need to work with a static variable. You just pass any number, or you can say any string or any data type in the in the function or the method, in the method, and you can do computations. So here we are passing the number and we are just finding the factorial. We don't need to uh, get the values of instance. We don't know, if we remove this, we can just say we are having the output. So this is how we can work with static methods. So this is all about the methods in uh, class, in a class we are having. So this is all about the method types of methods.